Hello, Master Monster here, and this is, um, Phantom Abyss. I had to, like, pull up the menu to remember the name of this. This fun running, well, I mean, fun is actually subjective, but this is a parkour? Do I call it parkour? I guess it's parkour. You are jumping around a lot. It's like a parkour temple trap dodging game. If you're a fan of Tomb Raider series, then you are no doubt interested in this game. You have like a little whip that you can use to like get higher and stuff. It's got a bit of a cooldown on it, but there's things that you can do to change that. They have different whips you can use too, which you'll unlock by just running through the temple. I am currently using the one that makes me not have to roll while I hit the ground, and I can fall from any height without taking damage. But I'm going to switch back to the ordinary whip so you guys can get a more accurate depiction on what general gameplay is going to look like. But as you can see, like this one makes you hydrophobic. This actually one looks sick. There is a bit of an issue with like targeting some stuff. I feel like I should, yeah. But see, the standing in water hurts you. There's a lot of water in map, and I have no clue when you briefly become invulnerable. Probably when whipping, but I have no clue what that is. It doesn't really say. And this one also drop coins in water to heal, and then drop coins when damage. So I guess this one you're just gonna be bleeding money. But if you're getting a lot of money, then you can go far with it, I guess. But it doesn't say. I think they really need to tell you how much it costs to do some of this stuff, what the changes are. Um, blessings. If it just said blessings are cheaper, then you wouldn't know what it would be worth the heart. But blessings are 30% cheaper. There is another blessing in the game, an altar that makes it basically gives you an altar buff that you can get in the game. Because there's an altar that makes blessings 30% cheaper, and you could probably stack it with this and make them 60% cheaper, which would honestly be really worth the one heart, because there is a blessing that restores 3 HP. And this is one of my favorites so far. The Guardians, see, it's not popping up again. Come on, there we go. That's there's some bugs in this game, as you can see. Uh, I have trouble picking up light orbs, which you'll probably most definitely see when I get in there or start running. Uh, but I like this. The Guardians getting stronger every round past the first temple. The Guardians wake up. You can actually see them in this room. That's all three of these guys, except not this middle guy. Their kind of job is to keep this guy protected, and this guy. That one shoots poison globs. This one shoots a laser beam, and this one just chases you down relentlessly. This one is by far the one that makes you run through the level. This one kind of pushes a lot of pressure on you. This one just this one's most famous for just killing me outright by just popping in front of my face. Um, and this one is by far the easiest, biggest pushover. But I have got him up to like 10 gas grenades because I run this whip so much, and it doubles how much it increases per each round. And I mean, I don't know. I don't find them that bad. You can stand in the poison clouds for a bit. They do slow you down. It could mess up a jump, but it is yet to mess up a jump. Fair warning, running into them physically usually deals damage to you. This game is a little inconsistent when it comes to some things. Well, let's just jump into adventure mode. This is what you're going to be starting off with. Then you'll unlock classic and daily mode. Daily mode is just to try to get up on the leaderboards. Um, and I guess global the temples in this one I think are really hard. I'm not sure, but I don't. I'm not sure. I've only run these once. I'm not too interested in the daily mode to be honest. Um, Classic mode, once you get it unlocked and you play through it a little bit and get to the end of the first temple and clear it once, you'll be able to do harder temples by choice. Although I will say the red temples that you get by just kind of keep trudging on through classic mode is interesting, and also starting at one heart is you think it'd be a detriment, but assuming you're not like careless in the beginning, you can actually get 5 hearts really quickly. I'll show you what that's like. Honestly, adventure mode is the levels seem fixed on generating based on where you are at in the levels. Um, but as you can see, that solid green line at the end with the leading to the blue, that is a once I get to that point, the end of the third level, I get a choice whether or not to do the final run of the temple, or if I want to keep going. Um, so that is very much a thing. But as you can see, I'm already at 2 hearts because someone died there. When someone jumps down a ravine, all you need to do is pass over them. Sometimes you'll have to make sure there's no moving platform above you, but you can counteract that by just standing slightly over the edge of the platform. But as you can see, it's very these green is gonna be the easy temples, um, and blues are gonna be medium and reds are gonna be hard. Um, Collecting treasure is very important. If you have the opportunity, if you're not being rushed, I highly recommend you just don't run straight through the temple and just, how these falling. Okay. These always fall in a pattern and usually reset. But see, these keys here, they're used for unlocking shrines and going to harder temples. The cool thing about these keys, there's only one person who needs to pick them up. Wait, how's this going? Girl first. Oh, goodbye, sir. Did he die? He didn't die. Oh, he actually saved himself. Right on him. I don't know why all these people are waiting. You don't need to grab the key. If someone already grabs the key, there are certain areas where it'll be like, grab the key, keep going, grab the key, keep going. I am not using my... If I had the infinite fall damage, I could just jump off these however I like. Oops, I wasted that. And I would be fine. But without the infinite fall whip, you do need to be careful jumping down here. But with the infinite fall whip, you can jump to the top and land here. It's why I used it. I also just, when I'm searching for secrets, I don't have to worry about like timing a fall on an area. These are like little trap things, and let's not fall off here. You can whip these to destroy them. Destroying them for you also destroys them for your friendlies, including there's certain traps that will target you, and you can also disable those for your fellow companions. So, oh wow, I didn't realize they were alternating. So that's that. At the end of every temple, that's why it's important to get. It's 150, I think, for the first and the second one. It might be 150, then 200. Wings is alright. Double jump is really good. Especially now since I don't have, you can use it I'm pretty sure you can use it to interrupt you taking fall damage. But the movement abilities that give you more options, are better. I don't like the crouch jump just because it's not super quick. You have to be crouching for a little bit to build up power. I really think they should make it if you slide a certain distance, you can do it. But as you can see, if you were using the water whip and just ran forward, you just take damage there. I'm not sure if standing in water, like if they actually mean just standing still, or if you can like touch it and jump out of it and you don't take damage. But as you can see, there's quite a bit, and this guy is going just for his lessons. Everyone can grab those. It's not, you don't have to fight over those. He actually made it. I am not going to do that. Be careful about following people. If people got different power-ups, like there's an extended whip power-up, and you go trying to take a jump, and you go following someone who had an extended whip power-up, thinking that you were going to like follow this person and you were gonna be safe. Some people are dumb, and will just jump off cliffs. Other people, you guys have forged your own path. This guy's whipping the person in front of him. I don't know why. But as you can see, oh, roll. See, this is why I just don't think the fall thing. Don't, I don't like falling from a height, trying to get up in an area, and then just like, this person did not realize, well, one of them didn't realize that was more chests. Always look up. Learning the chest layouts is how you're gonna get a lot of these keys. There's a lot of rooms that will just have extra chests. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to negate the fall damage on this final drop because I don't want to take more another half heart damage. I guess you can use your whip to negate fall damage as well. I went the right way, right? This isn't back the way I came, is it? No, it's not. All right, just checking. They're trying to be sneaky about all this. Which one am I dealing with again? Oh, it's the guy that chased. Why is he spawning in front of me? I'm going. I guess I gotta go the other way. Oh well, I found treasure. The treasure is mine. Right now he's going super slow, but he does max out a 5 meters a second, so. And he will not follow me in here either, so. Healing 1 heart, not worth it. Whip again, also another really good one. If you mess up a whip, or your whip doesn't take you high enough, you can whip again in the air before you fall down helplessly to the ground. Very useful. In this mode, the souls... What are these? Aren't these always usually lit up? I'm not sure if that means anything. But it's also really cool because you can pause the game during gameplay. Because everything's just a recording of them, so when you pause, it just stops the recordings. There is not a lot of people in this temple, which means people haven't ran this before. This is a very fresh generated temple. I'm pretty sure this game generates a temple for you to play in, and if you've been playing a lot, sometimes you'll get generated into a fresh temple, which would be alright, except I'm playing classic mode. I'm gonna change my batteries out. 1 second. I don't know about anyone listening to this, if anyone's gonna listen to this, but this, another secret you guys to watch out. Okay, these are the shrines. So, chest is amazing. You should get it if you feel comfortable with spending that much. That is all my blue uncommon tokens, but at the same time, I like chest chests. Chest chests will help you find even more keys. There's a lot of times you'll be running through areas and you won't have the liberty or of like just, paying attention to the chests are actually in the area. And it will allow you to usually recognize that there's something up here. If everyone else had flown past that, oftentimes if people aren't paying attention and kind of can assume, I do assume there's nothing there and everyone's running forward. But if you notice people in front of you aren't looking around and stuff, like you should always be looking up as you enter and exit, and sometimes even looking behind. There isn't just like up areas in this game that you'll be looking for things at. There's corners. They can be behind the waterfalls. You just need to be thorough when you play this game. So yeah. Oh, also the chest list does not work on chests that people have gone to. So that's another thing to mention. It's doesn't make it useless. It's just once they get in an open state, because people have interacted with them. Then hello. I don't know if I'm just bad at timing the rules. These are the light things I was talking about. Like interacting with these things is a little touchy. Like, okay, more than just a little. It's really touchy when it wants to be, and it's really annoying. You're just trying to put the light source and keep on going, especially when this guy's chasing you. This guy's gonna go eat a Strolling or something. I'm not sure. I wanted to make a joke, and then I was like, maybe I shouldn't. But yeah, calm. I generally never go for calm unless the last temple is the last temple, which I cannot sure. But this is actually really useful, keeping that guy off you. But at the same time, like, it's a temporary upgrade. It's just for the next floor. So I'd much rather have hover slide, which hover slide is niche use, but it can be very useful. Like, you can definitely just go past areas, and whenever you get, oh, this was the last door. So, you know, I'd keep going down to the blue zone if I really wanted to. But considering how many phantoms there remain, 4, there's gonna be more than enough treasure. But this is where I'm knocking my door. That was my roommate giving my phone back to me. Apparently I left it on the couch. Thank you, Melody. I was planning on coming back down and getting it, but then I'm like, no, I'll record this. Hello, Liquid. What is this sorcery? Saw you were live and wanted to see. Oh, thank you. Hey. Hey, Liquid. Oh, Twin too. You both showed up. Holy shit. Yeah, I was trying to record this, like, kind of intro video to this game, I guess you could say. I don't know what else to call it. I don't know. I like this game and I just wanted to talk about it. So I decided to jump in and stream. Hey, you guys should come by the stream. Liquid, I have not talked to you. I saw you online yesterday and I almost invited you, but it was so late. And I wasn't really feeling in a talking mood. I had a bad day yesterday, guys, but I will talk about that later. Wait, why am I even doing over here? I don't even know. Oh, this thing over here. Okay. Oh, that's right. I forgot I was in the final temple. So, final temple, you'll be tasked with lighting a number of bazaars. Is it bazaar? Is that how you pronounce it? Little fire kilns around the map. You usually have to go through a few rooms worth of challenges, and then you will light a fire, and then you'll be taken back to the start to do it all over again. How do I get down there? Ah! Ah! There's gotta be a hole somewhere. Ah! Ouch. I'm dying looking for this chest. Come on. I know you hit that. I was like, I know the hole's somewhere around here. You can't fool me. Yeah, this game's pretty fun. Scrap mechanic on Steam. Good graphics, fun. Yeah, no, greed will get you killed. I was playing classic mode the other night and I saw, ooh, that's a spike trap right there. I wanted to do that. You actually can't grapple onto the sides of spike walls. I don't know if that's to protect players or if they were just being just the chest. Is it down there? Down there. But yeah, like I said, what was I saying? I lost track of my thought. Oh yeah, I was getting greedy for the souls of my friends. Here's the little bazaar thing. And I bounced up because when some people die in this game, they can deactivate traps, which is very useful. I don't like turning it off because, I don't know, why would you turn it off? Something that helps you. This game is already hard enough, especially at the higher temple levels. The red ones, I went into a red temple with 5 HP and it all went away so fast. I did make it to like the temple before the last one, but it wasn't enough. You know what? I don't have enough for money. This is the last one. I'm gonna get the shortcut. Generally, I don't go for these shortcuts, but when it's the last temple and you really don't have enough for another thing, you might as well save yourself the pain of being stabbed by something. And the temple is now. But I won't have access to a computer until I get my car, but I have a license. are a Texas State ID now, so hopefully that's what I've been working on these last couple of, well, that's what I've been trying to get myself to work on, at least. Um, I'm working on trying to get my driver's license. Last kind of tip I have, well, actually they've kind of already kind of fully explored this area, I think. But every time you're in one of these final rooms, there is going to be chests, quite a few of them, depending on the area, and they will all have keys, because there's nothing else of worth value to you once you're in this room. So there's just chests with keys in them, and you want to make sure you find every single one of them. Even the one down here, which, well, okay, someone did find. That was actually a little surprised. Apparently only one other person potentially found it already, because there's only two phantoms, so either one's still in the level, or they're both made it here, and I'm still gonna get my loot. The only thing to watch out for is falling down a pit somewhere, but as you can see, when you get to the end here, anyone who makes it here before you gets choice of relic beforehand, and I'm not... These are all different relics. I'm just gonna grab one. I know I've gotten the snake. I'm not sure about the ball. Okay, so it tells you duplicate relic. Okay, so you want to grab one that isn't a duplicate? Or are they all gonna be duplicates? Okay. So I guess you gotta pray that you don't get a duplicate relic. Because new relics give you new whips, I think. I'm not sure. And that was classic mode. Like I said, it's a lot easier to gain HP when you have, like, you know, 143 people trapped in the temple. I've been to a few temples where it's like, oh, there's 1,400 people trapped inside, and that just means there was 1,000 people that came before you and died in this temple and haven't beat it yet, I guess. I'm not sure if beating the temple, like, anyone that loaded into that instance, that's their only chance. Well, obviously, you don't get to go back to any of these temples, but also, I'm not sure if, like, once you beat it, other people... It's always... Oh, that's new. I guess I got enough green things to destroy a chain. Is that what happened? I just focus more on the green fire. Okay. So I think the goal is to free this guy, this stone guy. I go and talk to him, and he bitches at me at how I'm talking to him and how I'm not running temples. Okay. Well, this is the first time he hasn't bitched me out about going to him and talking to him instead of just going back and risking my life for his sake. Which I'm pretty sure how chained up this guy is. This is some world-ending event deity that should stay locked away, but I need treasure and I need to get out of here, so...